Good morning, everybody. We got baby axolotls on the way again. Good job, Mama. When I woke up, she actually looked like she was going to start laying soon, so I was gone for what? How long were we gone? For like 45 minutes, an hour? And then I came back and look at all of those. You're such a good job. Good job, baby girl. We just put Dad back in his tank. But look at all those little axolotl eggs. Good job, Blink. You and Toothless did a good job again. Literally together less than 24 hours. I'm so pleased. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the light off and cover her up and let her just do her thing today. And this time around it's actually going to be super cool because I'm going to keep all of the eggs at first and hatch them all out just to see what we've got. This time around it's going to be super cool because I'm actually going to keep all of the eggs, which last time she laid was about 700. Well, I am going to keep, not a good number, but a decent number of those to resell on my website. I do have a couple babies available on there now. The ones I don't keep are going to go to a local breeder friend. It's going to be awesome. Don't mind me, I'm just coming to check in on our axolotl that is laying eggs, and she has laid a lot. How you feeling, Blinky? You doing good? She's apparently really liking laying on this airline tubing. Like, I also want to know why there's only one on that sponge filter. Just one. And wonderful design on this plant. 10 out of 10, Blink. Right now it seems like she might be taking a little bit of a break. She's just kind of hanging out, just chilling a bit. She's just existing. She's no way done. Usually this goes well into the next day. We're gonna do one more check-in of our little lady before I go to bed tonight. And oh my goodness, she look at all of these guys. Good job, Blink. So her last clutch, she laid somewhere around 750, so that is what I'm guesstimating she is going to be laying this time around. And quite a few people are asking if I think there are any twins or triplets or anything like that, so any embryos that are sharing the same sac, and I'm not seeing any as of right now, unfortunately. So what happens when you have multiple of these little white embryos in one sac is when she's laying a little bit too quickly, and it doesn't seem like she's doing that this time. But, that doesn't mean that I won't find some twins when I'm going through them tomorrow, so I'll keep you guys posted. And let me know if you guys want a video of me counting them. Or maybe I could do a live stream tomorrow. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Good night, Blink. I hope you're proud of yourself, Dad. Daddy Toothless. Blink has been well on her way to doing her home decorating. Hello, Blink. She's still laying, guys. She's still going. I also think there may be a set of twins right there. Maybe. I can't quite tell. And I know I said I was going to count all of these today, but I think I'm going to just let her keep going and count them tomorrow. So I am sorry to disappoint anybody who was waiting for a counting video, but that's going to happen tomorrow, for sure. And that is simply because I'm going to be taking all of these eggs out to count them and then putting them right back in the tank, so it would be easier if Blink was just done. Right, Blink? But the last clutch she laid was well over 700 eggs, and I think she's done it again. So, keep going, Blink. We love you. Your fans are waiting patiently to know how many babies you and Toothless had. Let's go check in on Daddy, shall we? Sir, how do you feel? How does it feel to be a father again? There's no thoughts. Nothing. Look at that. It's time to count all of the axolotl eggs, and I think Blink is done interior decorating, so I'm going to go ahead and take her out first. She's going to spend about 24 hours in this quarantine tub just so I can make sure she's done laying and she's not going to lay eggs in her regular tank. And for those curious, this is her normal tank. Hello, Scarlet. All right, now we start the lengthy process that is removing the eggs from the tank. I see at least one set of twins. And again, twins just means that it's two embryos sharing the same egg sac. It doesn't mean like they're going to be identical. They're fraternal twins is what I'm saying. Fraternal twins. Oh, there's another pair. They're on the glass. How? All right, I got all of my eggs in this tub now, and we're going to go ahead and start counting them. Basically, I'm going to take them out of this tub with this turkey baster and move them into this tub. Start time is 1:47 p.m. 2:05 p.m. Total is at 644 eggs. And you guys will be happy to know there's 4 sets of twins! Jiggly axolotl eggs! Alright, so I have some FAQs that I want to go ahead and answer from the video yesterday. First question is, what am I doing with all of these baby axolotl eggs? Well, this is actually the first time I'm going to hatch out an entire clutch of eggs. I've never done that at Stressinabox Aquatics. This is a first for all of us. And the reason I'm doing that is because I really want to, be able to see what my axolotls are producing, as well as keeping an eye out for mosaics or any other unique morphs that might come out of this batch. Another question a lot of people are asking is, why on earth did I count all of them? Counting every single egg individually gives me a good idea on what my female's average clutch size is going to be, and if it is out of the ordinary, I'll know something might be going on there with that female. And a lot of people wanted to know how long it's going to take them to hatch. It's going to take anywhere from 10 to 20 days, but it's usually about 2 weeks. And they'll be up to size for selling in about 2 to 3 months. And those asking about the 4 sets of twins, they are going to be sold as a pair just because you guys get mad when I threaten to separate them. Okay, I'm happy to announce that we have a fertile clutch. You see how they look like jelly beans, guys? That means that they are starting to develop. This is the cool thing about most amphibian eggs, whether it's frog, salamander, axolotls, which are just a type of salamander, is the fact that you can actually watch them develop, so it's super easy to tell when you have a nice and healthy clutch, which is what this appears to be. Now, there are some in here that don't look like they are beaning, which means they could be duds, but I'm not going to go ahead and, knock them out of the count just yet. It's the first day that they've started developing. She was also laying for a couple days, so that could also be, why some of them are a little bit more delayed than others. Checking out our twins here, we do have some twins that appear to be beaning, and others that look like they may be a little bit farther behind or like they are possibly duds. But overall, it looks like Blinkin' Toothless gave us another nice, healthy-looking clutch. So this is going to be super exciting to watch over the next couple weeks, guys. Time for another update on those axolotl eggs, guys. They are developing quite nicely. They're actually developing a lot faster than I thought they were going to, but it's probably because my apartment's a little bit warmer. So yeah, fun fact, the warmer your location of these guys is, the faster they're going to develop. So my house has been a little bit closer to 70 degrees the last few days, so I think that's why they're moving so fast. I normally keep my apartment around the mid-60s, but coming into the spring here, it's a little bit harder to regulate the temperature with the continued fluctuation of the Midwest. But overall, it looks like we have a good amount of babies here developing. There's definitely some in here that aren't developing, so in the next couple days I'm probably going to have to try and separate those out. But overall, we're looking pretty good. And moving over to our little bin of twins here, this looks like the only one that is developing well for both of the babies. And this one in the corner looks like it's developing just a little bit slower, while this one looks like maybe one of them's developing. And I don't know about that one. Who's ready for an update on our jelly beans? So this is just 3 or 4 days of development, which literally floors me, because they're starting to look like actual axolotls. Some of them are a little bit farther along than others if you look a little bit closer, which is, it's expected. They're going to grow at different rates. For those asking what I'm going to do once they hatch, I'm a breeder, so I sell these guys. This right here is actually a rack of baby axolotls in the top 2, and then I have some tubbed adults in the bottom ones. And it's also one of the reasons I have all these tanks that have axolotls in them. Looking at the twins, which is 2 embryos sharing the same egg sac, it looks like we only have 1 set that's going to be viable, which is exactly what happened last time. They have less room to develop, and honestly, there's more room for complications when, you have doubles in a sac, so yeah. Overall, these guys are looking really good, and they should hatch in about 10 days. And for those asking, I am planning on having a restock on my website next week. Late night egg update, because I was busy today, y'all. So the cool part about today is you can actually start seeing some of the pigment coming in on these guys, so particularly this one right here by my thumb. This guy right here as well. My fingernails are gross, I'm sorry. And then particularly this little dude right here, you can see the little gill nubbins starting to form. So overall, we are starting to look like real axolotls. You can see the separation of the tail there as well, where you can actually see a tail forming and all of that. So this is one of the cooler stages that they'll be in. So go ahead and stick them back in the water. Just taking an overall look through them here, it looks like we have a lot of baby axolotls. I'm gonna have to count when they hatch. Also in this cluster right here, you can see quite a few up on the top here that are not developing. So those are duds. Come in to pay our twins a visit. These 2 look like they are coming along nicely, but the other 3, I think they're a lost cause, guys. See you guys tomorrow. Without you guys, I may honestly forget that I have baby axolotls in this bin. I just don't know how I raised axolotl babies for so long without the internet's help. So I actually just moved them over to the counter because I noticed something interesting happening. Some of them are already out of their eggs. I'm also going to get some of these duds out, so please hold. I got them all out of here, and I took out a good portion of our non-developing babies. So these are our early bloomers. This isn't necessarily a bad thing. So I do want to stress that I am a little bit surprised, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. These guys can still, survive and live a perfectly normal life. The fact that they are still wiggling around and fairly active, it gives me a lot of faith that they're going to be just fine. Our one set of twins also looks like it is doing pretty well. And overall, we have about 550 to 600 eggs that are perfectly developing, and I think we're going to have a lot of babies, y'all. I'll make sure to update you on our early bloomers tomorrow. Time to check on the baby bottles again. OMG, we got some more hatchers. Check that out. So let's go ahead and get those little guys out of here. Whee! Oh my gosh, guys, there's so many I have to get out of here. Alright, this is taking a really long time. I gotta get a chair. Every time I think I have them all, I find another one. Not that I'm complaining. I'm happy that they're all, happy and healthy. Well, that was an additional 70 babies. 70. If you look at that one that's on its belly, you can see its cute little gills. So these guys will be absorbing the egg sac that is on their belly, which is kind of like that greenish color that you guys can see. And then the next couple days, they'll start getting fed. Look at the cute little gill nubbins. I can already see that we're going to have some albinos, whether those are going to be pink or golden. And probably Melanoids and Wilds from this clutch, just based on the last time these two were paired together. JK, I found another 11.